Deep in the heart of Kaptagat forest, far from prying eyes, a family prepares for the day. 14-year-old Masi Kiplimo hides her turmoil behind a stoic mask. She should be preparing for her first day in secondary school. Instead, she is planning to return to primary school. The acceptance letter from her dream school, Loreto High School, Limuru, gives her little joy. A member of the Ndorobo community, she beat the odds, scoring 373 marks to earn a spot in the prestigious school. But she won't be reporting there. She can't afford the school fees.
Naomba msaada kabisa. Kwa sababu sina chochote sasa na mimi nataka hii mtoto asome. Sasa akikaa nyumbani afanye nini?
Masi plans to sit the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education examinations for a third time, hoping that by the time she is done, her aging grandmother will have raised enough funds to send her to secondary school.
Furahi, lakini nilipotazama nyumbani nikaona kweli haifai nirudie tena, lakini kwa sababu ya hali nikasema wacha tu nirudie.
It is a dilemma that Caroline Nyawira Maina faces as well. If things had gone according to plan, Caroline, who scored 360 marks to top Salama Zone Laikipia County in last year's KCPE examination, would have been reporting to Alliance Girls High School today. The news that she would have to pay 49,000 shillings on admission and spend another 60,000 shillings on school materials, however, threw her parents off balance.
Sisi ndio tupate riziki yetu ama tusaidike, tunafanya kazi ya vibarua na kushoma makaa.
A fundraiser only raised 24,000 shillings, far less than the amount needed, meaning she too is unlikely to ever set foot in the school she worked so hard for.
Niko na hamu ya kusomea shule hiyo ya Alliance Girls High School na ndio niweze kuendelea na masomo, lakini wazazi wangu hawana uwezo huo.
These just two of many similar stories heard across the country as secondary schools send out acceptance letters, accompanied by fee structures that have caused parents to despair. Students joining Aquinas High School, for example, will be required to pay a total of 83,000 shillings for a year's worth of learning. This amount is more than double that recommended by the Kilemi Muria-led task force on school fees, which proposed to set the limit on fees levied by secondary schools at 38,969 shillings per year, after deducting the 12,870 shillings government subsidy per student. It further proposed that day scholars pay 11,105 shillings annually. The report, however, continues to gather dust on the shelf.
So what we are saying is the ministry, what difficulty has the ministry found to implement the recommendations of the task force? Or what interest, whose interest is the Ministry of Education, for example, protecting? Because the only excuse they will give you is we want to harmonize the expectations of all the stakeholders. Which stakeholders?
The average school fees in national schools across the country is estimated at 97,000 shillings per year, a sum that does not include the cost of learning materials. County and sub-county schools have not been left behind either. In a circular released last month, Education Cabinet Secretary Jacob Kaimenyi said the government was consulting stakeholders with a view to implementing the Kilemi Muria report.
I think we are wasting a lot of children in this country. We are just wasting so many children, people who cannot afford. The average amount of school fees now, as we speak, for the national schools is 97,000. The average. Everybody has hit 98, 102, 112, 90. So it's just not acceptable.
But with school heads ignoring the directive, hundreds of students are likely to fall through the cracks. Wilkister Nyabwa for Monday Special.